Okay, everybody, let's talk imposter syndrome. I feel very confident in saying, and I'll probably go look up some stats on this later, but I feel very confident in saying that every single person out there at one point or another has a feeling of imposter syndrome. Essentially, it's thinking, I'm not good enough to accomplish this, to do this, to succeed at this. I'm not good enough to be of service in this way. Every single person, because if you haven't done it yet, there's going to be a piece of you that doesn't feel good enough. So the question is that going to stop you? Are you going to let that stop you? I know I can personally relate in my life, and I did let it stop me over, I'd say, many years in my life, even as I was a coach. I know the areas where I was playing small. And hopefully, you hearing this message will help you shorten those years, shorten that time frame that I experienced all of that. I literally had to, before I would go up on stage and speak and do presentations, I would have to stop and tell myself, okay, you have nothing to prove, Sondra. You have nothing to prove. And yet I would still feel like, who am I to be up here, out here on this? I need to show all of these people out there why I'm on this stage. And still, I would not put myself out there. I would allow myself to receive the opportunities that felt like they didn't stretch me too far. And there's a piece of that that's actually great as long as I continue to stretch. So I don't necessarily judge myself on that. But again, can you consolidate that? If you can sit here and stop and think to yourself, man, that person that I admire so much also still experiences imposter syndrome, still has those areas where they question, did I do a good job? Am I worthy of being up on this platform? Am I going to make the impact that I desire to make? All of that kind of stuff, all of that stuff runs through everybody's mind. Because number one, if you're stretching yourself, you are going to feel not so confident. Confidence comes from action. It comes from accomplishing the things that scare you a little bit, that are a little bit outside of your reach, outside of that comfort zone. That's where you develop more and more and more confidence. So if you wait until you're ready, you've waited too long. Repeat that after me. If I wait until I'm ready, I've waited too long. Lean in. Do that thing that scares you a little bit. Get your toe wet in the water a little bit, and you'll start to realize, like, oh, okay, the longer my toes in that water, oh, wait, it was freezing initially. It was freezing. But now, guess what? I don't feel it cold as much anymore. All right, let me put my whole foot in. Oh, okay, that's really, really, really cold. Or let me get all the way down into the knee. You know how it goes when you start to get into the cold water, right? Let me get to the knees. Oh, it's very cold. This is very uncomfortable. But then eventually it's not. It's okay. We adjust. That's what you need to do when when you're wanting to break out of that energy of not feeling good enough. You literally just got to get the ball rolling. For those of you that are sitting there thinking to myself, gosh, I know this, I know this, I know this, but I just can't seem to get myself to start. You need to start. This is your permission. This is your invitation. This is your challenge. You need to just start. Put yourself out there. Remind yourself it doesn't matter what the result is. That's actually not the point. The point is that you're doing it. I guarantee you will help somebody in some way. If nothing else, you'll help somebody else say, you know what? If she's trying, I can try too. Imagine that impact. That's huge. You do not need to be way, 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 way far ahead of people to help them. You need to just be a step or two ahead of them. As a matter of fact, that actually helps them even more because you can relate to where they're at. So, those of you that want to be of service, just remember that. Just remember that your mentors, too, sometimes feel inadequate and not enough. The choice is yours. What do you do with that? Okay, so for those of you that accept the challenge, leave a comment that says, I choose. I choose. And you know what you're choosing. And then let's go.